Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. It's my broken fan. Like my broken heart. Oh, this kind of looks like a velociraptor. It's my broken fan. Like my broken heart. This actually, I don't even know what video it was. I'm sure somebody out there was taking notes on it and knows. But this actually broke on camera. Do you guys remember that? Don't worry about it, though. Don't worry about it, Brittany, Tiffany, Susan. I got all kinds of fans here today. I don't have any fans. I have lots of fans up here. What does this one say? Let's just be so for real. What are my other fans? Okay, sis. Okay, sis. What does this one say? Hey, this is my best fan. This one flips the best. Okay, and then we have, we're gay, we're here, we're queer, get used to us. Okay, and it's not Pride Month, right? You don't only use that one on Pride Month. You're only allowed to use that one on Pride Month. Okay, and then this, oh Lord. That's what Gabby Hanna calls Jesus. Okay, and then what is this one? Oh, this, we might have to bring this one out today. It might be the trash fan, baby. Honey, the land. Do I have two shade fans? No, okay. Anyway, let's get back to basics, shall we? Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. Do you think I was going somewhere? I'm not going anywhere. Damn it. See, this is where I get, you think I could like dream this. I know it so much, but I got 8 channels. I do a different intro on every channel. Sometimes I'll start, like on my review channel, I'll start doing my intro, but then I start doing this intro. Okay, now we got to start all over again. I'm a serious journalist. I'm a journalistic reporter. Hey, I got some good stuff for y'all today. Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available Christmas 2025, the album, Dad. Shimmy, shimmy. We haven't done the shimmies for a while, but I don't feel like doing the shimmies today, and that's just where we're at, okay? Shimmy, shimmy. Dad. Pull up to the bumper, baby, in my brand new limousine. A little Grace Jones for you today. I've been singing her for the last couple days. How y'all doing today? Can I just tell you something? I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today, and I have my drama phone. I might need to use it. I might need to call somebody here in a second. I might be losing my mind. I might need to call somebody for help. Anyway, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier. I was talking to my husband about this last night. You know what? One of my friends was asking me, they were like, oh, what are you doing tonight, the night before Thanksgiving? I said, oh, well, I finished The Fall last night on the BritBox. Oh, my Lord. With Gillian Anderson and what's his name? I can't think. Jamie Dornan, that was in that 50 Shades of Grey movie. I kind of like him when he's messier, like with a beard and stuff like that. Have you seen The Tourist? Honey, the land. That man is fine. Okay, that man is. Have you seen that show, The Tourist? And he falls in love with Willow Dean from Dumpling, that movie with Jennifer Aniston. The book was fantastic, but the movie was, it was okay. I loved her talent that she did to the Dolly Parton song, Here You Come Again. Did you see that movie? You didn't? Well, you should watch it this weekend because it's good. It's on the Netflix. But anyway, so this is just like we're hanging out and having a conversation like with friends. This is so fun, isn't it? See, I used to do videos downstairs, but now I do them in the bedroom, okay? So, like, we used to just, like, be hanging out in the kitchen, you know? Like, talking on the phone and stuff. But now it's like we're in the bedroom. Don't you want to hang out in the bedroom with me? No, not like that. Y'all are dirty-minded. Yesterday in my vlog, I was talking about how my friends and I in high school, we used to listen to, like, Susie and the Banshees, New Order, that Substance album. Loved it so much. Double CD, double tape cassette. And then, what else did we listen to? The Cure, Gene Loves Jezebel, Sonic Youth, oh my God, 10,000 Maniacs, R.E.M., U2, the Joshua Tree. Oh baby, that album got played so many times. But we would lay on my friend's floor in the basement. I got 2 lip glosses right here. But anyway, and then I said in the basement, in her bedroom. And her bedroom was covered with like magazine clip outs. She clip out like everything of everybody that she loved and stuff like that. And we just lay there. I was thinking though, like, her parents were real religious Catholics. They were like, and there was like 16 services on a Saturday and 16 services on a Sunday. And my two friends, they were twins. They would always go to the church service at like 4:30 on a Saturday so they could just get it over with, maybe, for the weekend. But every time I left their house, their mom, there's a real sad story about the last time I saw them before they went to college. If you like those kind of stories, I share them on my vlog. But anyway, but I used to go to their house all the time. But I remember laying on my friend's bedroom floor smoking cigarettes. But I don't know how we did. I think we hung out the window or something. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. But anyway, my friend was asking me, she's like, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, what do you mean, what am I doing tonight? She's like, well, it's the night before Thanksgiving. Am I 23? Like, I was like, listen, honey, I'm 53. My friend, she's older than me. And I said, what are you doing? And she's like, well, I don't know. She's like, I was thinking maybe we could go to a movie. I said, the night before Thanksgiving, honey, the land. No, ma'am. That's not happening. That place is too busy. So I was like, well, if you want to get together and get a fountain pop, this is my friend Tony Jean. I was like, if you want to get together and get a fountain pop or something, so we might get a fountain pop later, but I'm not going to no movie. I'm not trying, no, listen. But we were talking because my husband, like, do y'all remember, like, the best night to go, like, the busiest night to go out was the night before Thanksgiving? And I remember when I was real young and stuff like that, and we would go out with all of our fake IDs. In Indianapolis, we went to this place called the Vogue because, you know, it was always a Wednesday night. And Wednesday night, they had this night called Retro Rewind. Not Retro Wiener. I wasn't going to say that. You were. Anyway, Retro Wiener. But they had, like, Retro Rewind, and they played all this disco music. But I can remember we would run into people, like, from high school. Baby, I was out and proud at that point, so I didn't care if none of them people from high school. Then all the girls that were, like, mean to me in high school and stuff like that, they'd be like, oh, my God, you're so cute now. We love you. We always knew you were gay. And I was like, oh, really? Oh. Everybody knew I was gay except for me. Well, I knew it, but I just wasn't really ready to accept it yet. Which one do I want? Which lip gloss? Anyway, like I was saying, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving was always the best. My husband and I, we used to do... I don't know if I care for this one so much. It's kind of gloopy. People always think it's so funny when I'm talking about something real serious and I just like dip right into the lip gloss and go right back to what I'm talking about. What do you do? What do you do? I mean, isn't that how you do it? Anyway, so my husband and I, we used to go out. Oh, that's kind of pepperminty. I kind of like that. Anyway, so my husband and I need to put that in my purse. I like that. So my husband and I, we used to go out the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Then I stopped doing it and he kept on doing it. So I asked him last night, I said, we were laying here in bed. I had this pillow. Y'all want to see my pillow that I got for reading? I got this a long time ago, but I just started using it. Hold on. Because I was talking about it in my vlog one night. And then I was like, oh, I need to bring that out of the closet. So see, I've been using this to read on my Kindle. And then I bring the blanket up and stuff like that. So he came up last night. He goes, you look so cozy with your pillow and your blanket and stuff like that. I was like, I know. Anyway, so I was real cozy. I told him last night, I said, I'm becoming a bed reader. And he goes, a bed wetter? I said, don't start with me. He thinks he's so funny. I said, a bed reader. Like, I like to read in bed. I didn't used to do that. But now that I got a Kindle changed my life. No, it did. No, I'm not linking this like Jaclyn Hill. She done read one short story on Kindle and linked that $300 thing to make some money off of it on Amazon. I'm going to tell you right now, I bought that Kindle. Not on Jaclyn Hill's link. She don't need my money. Anyway, she can link it, though, non-disclose it all day long. She don't have a problem with that. But anyway, she's like, oh, I love to read now. Has she talked about any of the books she's read? Honey, now, I'll tell you right now, in my Goodreads, I'm up to 103 books. My goal is 112. How many has Jaclyn Hill read? She read that book, How to Unfuck Yourself. I think she probably did. But anyway, no, that truly is a book, though. It's a self-help book. But anyway... So, I had the original Kindle back in the day, and then I had the Kindle Fire. I think it's because you can, like, play games and watch shows on it and stuff like that. I didn't do none of that. But I did buy a red cover that looked like a book. I was so excited about it. But now I have the Kindle. Whenever I say it, people always correct me. Is it the paperweight, the paper white? I don't know, but I love that thing. It's on my charger downstairs. So, my favorite thing now is to lay in bed with the dogs and read. And my husband, if he's there, that's fine, too. But you can, like, read in the dark. I know! Like, I'm new to the Kindle. I love the Kindle so much. And I got Kindle Unlimited, too. This is my year of joining clubs, okay? I'm a member of the Lifetime Movie Club. I'm a member of the BritBox. I'm a member of Listen, and I'm a member of Kindle Unlimited. But if you're a member, you don't call it Kindle Unlimited. You know what I'm about to say, because you are, aren't you? You call it KU. You don't call it Kindle Unlimited. You call it KU, right? Okay. It's like my friends that are on Match.com. Like, I'll say, oh, if you met anybody on Match.com, you don't call it Match.com. What do you call it? You're shouting it out the TV. I can hear you right now. You call it Match, don't you? You know you do. But anyway, my friends are always sending me like, they'll tell me, my girlfriends will be like, oh, this guy sent me a dick pic on Match, and his dick is crooked. And I'm like, well, some people like that. I don't know what to tell you, but anyway, she's like, it's small and it's crooked. I'm like, girl, no, swipe right. She goes, you don't do that on the Match. But anyway, so we don't want no small crooked dicks, baby. No, that's a no. When you get into your 50s, you know what you want, okay? Listen, you know what you want. You want a man that brings you peace of mind, a sense of humor, maybe have a little bit of money and some trips. And baby, you don't want no small crooked dick. You don't want that. No, honey. You want somebody that still looks good when they walk across the room in their underwear. So those are things you think about when you're, and won't fight with you about what you're going to have for dinner. You know what I mean? Those are the things you got to think about. So anyway, but my husband and I were talking in bed last night because he got in bed and I was reading and all that kind of stuff. And I said something about, do you remember the nights that we used to go out? Like, I think I said something to him like, are you going to go do something with your girl? He just looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, everybody's got family in town. Baby, we didn't care if we had family in town or not. And he goes, I'm actually reading this article about how, like, the new generation of young people, they don't really go out, like, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I was like, they don't? I said that to my cousin Caroline today. She goes, everybody on the TikTok goes out. I go, they do? She goes, and my cousin, she's like I say everything out. She just works it out in her head. And I said, she was, like, silent for a second. And I said something to her about, she was so quiet, and she goes, I came to so many Thanksgivings so hungover. I said, Caroline, my Lord. I said, well, you're hosting tomorrow. Surely you won't be, and don't call me Shirley. But anyway, she said, oh, I'm not going to, because I got TV shows to watch tonight. She's watching Found. I said, honey, I gave up on that show. I said, that man never got out of the basement that kidnapped that woman. I got to the second season. It was so boring. Then the show got canceled. I said, let me just tell you how it ends right now. But anyway, so yesterday, I didn't know what video I was going to do today. I just talked for 30 minutes on here about total nonsense anyway. Somebody yesterday, people are like, he deletes comments. I don't have to delete comments, honey. I don't. I'll tell you why, okay? Because if anybody is rude to me in the comment sections, baby, people take care of it with quickness, okay? Somebody put some comment yesterday and said, oh, this is so boring or something like that. And somebody said to them, it was like 5 people responded. And you know what I love, too, is when people get rude, over here, I don't block people. I don't delete. I don't have to, like I said, because y'all take care of it for me, okay? Which I love, because I was bullied growing up. Didn't have nobody taking care of me until I got to high school with my girlfriends. Y'all are like my girlfriends that look out for me, But then like 5 people responded to this person. They left like 4 comments in a row, like, ugh, I can't stand your voice, and this is so boring, blah, blah, blah. By the fourth comment, somebody responded and said, you're obviously not happy here because you've left 4 rude comments. And somebody else responded and said, yeah, why don't you just see yourself out? You don't like it. And people are not real rude about it. And then this person wanted to fight back with them. And I was like, no, don't be fighting with nobody in my comment section. Don't. But I appreciate y'all standing up for me. I don't have to delete no comments because you guys just listen. Anyway, and like when somebody timestamps my videos and they're like, he shows the receipt at the 24-minute mark. Somebody will be on there and be like, you're new over here. You don't get it. That's not what we're here for. Ain't nobody here for the drama. Nobody's here for the drama. Now, today I'm going to share with you, I put up on my Instagram story about I said, ask me about your favorite, or ask me my opinion about a celebrity or an influencer for my unpopular opinions. I'm going to give you my unpopular opinions. But before I do, I feel like I need to, I did this video 2 days ago, okay? I don't even know what the video is because I got it all queued up here on my questions now. But it was a video that I did about Jeffree Star talking about trans issues, Gabby Hanna finding Jesus for the 15th time, and Adam McIntyre's videos on Colin Ballinger. But at the beginning of that video, honest to God, I did not even plan to talk about it in there, but I was talking about, like, my biggest stalker harasser, okay? Now, I don't really want to get into this deep, and that day I said I'm not going to talk about this again, but I feel like I need to clear some things up before, like, people get accused of things that they didn't do. I just want to make that very clear, okay? Because people were guessing. I did not think so many people were going to be guessing on there and stuff like that. I just really didn't think they did. And I'm not going to say anything about the guesses, but I just want to make a couple things clear, okay? Number 1, the influencer and the stalker. So what I have found out, and I have irrefutable evidence, okay? I mean, receipts. I know who this person is. I know where they live. I know where their man works. I know their kids' names. I know everything about them, okay? They done fucked up. I could not figure out who this one, I had figured out who 20 or 30 people were. I knew their names. I don't care. Have a negative opinion about me. When you want to start harassing me on a regular basis and intruding in my life and my friends and my family and putting out false information about me, damaging information, oh, no. That's where it's going to stop, okay? Have your opinion about me out there. That is completely fine. We all have a right to an opinion, okay? I don't care if somebody wants to have an opinion and they think this about me, or I don't care how true or how false it is. Have your opinion about it. Go, baby, go repeat it. Say it 5 times over. Keep watching me, giving me the view. I don't care, okay? Because it seems to me like the people that know me the best that have the biggest opinions about me are always the people that say they don't watch me and then stopped watching me 2 years ago, but I don't know how they know what's going on with me today, but they don't watch me no more, okay? Like, that's a pure giveaway. But anyway, I just want to make this clear, okay? For about 2 years now, like I said this, and like I said, I wasn't going to bring it up again, but I just want to clear the air on this, okay? Because I am going to make a video. I am going to, okay? But I am waiting because I have got receipts. You guys have no idea. When this video drops, like I'm saying this right now, okay? And I'm saying this directly to that one, and it might be 2 people, because I think it's 2 people. I'm saying this, it is a female influencer, and it is a female friend or 2, okay? Or 2 close female people to her, okay? And I just want to say this right now. If you care about this person at all, if you care about her at all, you care about her career, you care about her well-being, you care about anything to do with her money, you need to stop, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, you don't know what I have. You have no idea. You didn't cover your tracks when you started, and I got you linked to accounts that have the most, and I mean irrefutable linking, okay? There's no way you can back away from it. The most nasty, the most racist things that you have said about children, the most homophobic, transphobic. There is no way, the most inhumane things across the board, okay, about women, a woman saying these things about women. You are going to ruin your friend's reputation. I'm just telling you right now, okay? Right, and I have irrefutable evidence. You do not know what I have. And this person fucked up on such a grand scale, because I said this the other day, when your hatred is so strong for somebody, and I knew sooner or later, I could connect all these other people. That shit's easy. It's easy to find Instagram accounts and all this kind of stuff. But this person, they covered their tracks pretty well. They really did. I was kind of surprised. I had people looking into it. People think I didn't hire anybody. I had people looking into it. I had all kinds of stuff, okay, going on. Could not link it at all. Literally could not link it. Well, they made a cute move. They made a cute move from their who they really are, okay? Well, then that person was not on my radar whatsoever, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Where's this coming from? Well, then I looked into who that person was, and it connected to this one other link, okay? Like, let me just put this in perspective for you, okay? Like, if I just said to you, like, an elephant... I'm trying to make something so random up, okay? An elephant and a container of Pringles, okay? That don't make no sense whatsoever, right? Like, ranch Pringles and an elephant, okay? That don't make no sense. Well, let's just say I'm the elephant and something else is the ranch Pringles. They don't make no sense together. There is no connection to those 2, okay? I put the connection together. This obsession that you have over me and a can of Pringles, okay? And you done fucked up on such a grand scale. Well, here's the problem, okay? You've made it very, very clear your connection to this influencer, all right? You made it very clear you talk to this person on a regular basis, that you know everything about their life. So, therefore, they have to know, and have actually hinted in things that they have said and in videos that they've done, that they are fully aware of this. And when it all became clear to me, it's like looking at one of those magic eye puzzles. You can't not see it, okay? And also, there's other things that tied it together that makes it so clear to me that the influencer 100% knows that this has been going on, okay? 100% makes it clear to me. So right now, what am I doing? Well, I have about 200 receipts of stuff, okay? putting it all together in order, because this is what I'm going to do. Because people want, I mean, I got so many DMs from people that said, drop that video tomorrow. I am sat, put the video down. What I will do is, okay, because I have spent 9 years on YouTube, all right? Watching people fuck up with apology videos, watching people cover their tracks, watch people, listen, do all that shit. For 9.5 years, I've watched people clean up their act, okay? And I have been harassed for 2 years. And the majority of it all comes from this 1 or 2 people, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't letting that happen. Not the way that they have been intrusive to my life, contacting people in my life, contacting medical professionals, harassing me, doxing people in my life. They have made my life a living hell. And I am not letting that person or the influencer get away with it. I am just not, okay? And they continue to this day to continue to do it. So I am going to make a video that is so grand that when you watch it, there is no way that you cannot say, well, maybe this, or no, You're going to watch this video and you're going to say, fuck. I never thought, because I never saw it coming from this person. I never saw it coming from this person. Never. So when I make that video, and I don't know when I'm making that video, it might be next week, it might be next year. I don't know. But when you watch that video, it's going to change your opinion about somebody out there. I'm going to tell you what right now, you will not be able to look away and think twice about this person. I mean, I'm telling you right now, this is career ruining shit, okay? Not just about what they did to me, but what they have said about multiple people. I mean, there is no way to shy away from this. There is literally no way. And this person that is doing this because they love their friend so much, fuck their friend on such a grand level. I mean, they're going to lose everything. I have asked multiple times, leave me the fuck alone. You didn't want to leave me alone because of your hatred. You have ruined your career for your friend, okay? You want to reach out to me behind the scenes and try to make it right, or you want to stop altogether? I might think twice about that. But you ain't given up yet. You just keep on pushing. And I know what your next move is going to make. I know exactly what your next move is going to make. I'm just waiting for it, okay? I predicted every move that you're going to make, and I'm just keep on pushing it. I'm just waiting, just adding another receipt, add another receipt. You know, listen, just keep up. You care about this person so much to defend them to this length that you are literally going to take their everything that they have for them, okay? So I felt like I need to come on here and address that again because people were guessing this person and guessing that person. I just want to make it very, very clear. It is a female influencer. It is somebody that I never saw this level of, I mean, the level of harassment that I have received. I mean, I talked to other YouTubers that have gotten harassment and things like that, and they're like, I've never seen anything like this. I've talked to other drama channels. I've talked to Emily Baker. I have talked to so many people about this, TikTokers, and they're like, I have never seen it on this level. And I never expected it to come from this person. Her or anybody connected to her. So I'm just telling you right now, it's going to be a done deal. It's going to be a done deal when it comes around. And I said in my video the other day, people were guessing it's Colleen Ballinger. It's not Colleen Ballinger. I don't think Colleen Ballinger even knows this person. The Colleen Ballinger connection is that this person loves Colleen Ballinger as well. But that ain't the only person she loves. And that's not who she's defending. Okay? And she done fucked up. And she didn't even know that she fucked up. Because this thing that she put out there connected all the pieces for me. I mean, it connected pieces in ways that I was like, oh, it just all became clear for me. I had people out there that, like, when I sent it to them, they're like, oh, well, this adds up and this adds up. I mean, it's just like, baby, you just laid it all out for me. You just made my video for me. You fucked this person so grand. Fucked them. I mean, like, I don't even know, like, it's not even, it's so far past even just a video at this point. But I'm gonna wait, because I want, like, when I make that video, I want to make it I don't want anybody to be done with that video and be like, oh, well, maybe. I want everybody to watch that video and connect the dots and be like, oh, no, they knew. They knew 100%. They knew 100%. So that's, when it's all together, is when that will come out. And I'll tell you what, I never thought I was going to ever make a video like that. I didn't think I'd ever, to be honest with you, figure it out. I really didn't. And I thought, well, I just have to kind of accept it and let it go. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple months. And it's gotten a lot better for me. But this is a person that has harassed me on such a level that it has affected my daily life. It has affected anxiety in my life. And I've never talked about that online before here. You know, I've talked about anxiety on my vlog and on my other channels. But it is affecting me on such a level that, no, I'm taking it the length. I'm taking it the length. So you try to do a good job hiding, but you done fucked up. Now I know I haven't talked about this enough, so let's get into the unpopular opinions now, should we? Okay. So I really didn't expect to talk about it that long on here, but listen, people were guessing the other day, and people were guessing some other people. It's not a drama channel. It's nothing like that. This is somebody I did not expect it from. And I had no clue who the person behind the scenes was. I'd never heard their name. They were never on my radar. If their hatred for me wasn't so great over their protection of somebody else, I would never have figured it out. Be very careful with your hate in your heart, you know? My advice, not just on this situation, but on any situation is, if the hate in your heart is greater than the love that you have for somebody, you are so misguided that you're going to end up hurting the person that you love. We need to be very careful about that in this world. You know, for me, and I said this the other day, and like I've had to do a lot of work on this in the last year, you know? And, like I said this in my video the other day, my therapist said maybe this is the only thing that this person has. This person has kids. This person has a career, you know, like, I don't know, like, how it's beyond to me. But, you know, like, when your hatred is that strong that you can't see that what you're doing is going to hurt somebody that you love, and I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about your kids, people in your life, that's when your hatred has gotten such a hold of your heart that you can't see anything else. Can I forgive somebody like that? 100% I can, because I don't ever want that kind of hate to seep into my heart. I just don't. And I don't know what's going on with that person, that they are so misguided, that they have been so hurt in life, that they are so angry at so many different groups and communities of people, that they hate people across the board, that they have the audacity to come out and say, we love all LGBTQI plus people, and then say the things that they have said, that put out the trans rhetoric that they put out, and put out the nasty gay things that they've said. I cannot even believe, and I'm not talking about the influencer, I'm talking about the friend right now, okay? But it ain't gonna make the influencer look any better. It just isn't, okay? I mean, the things that this person has said about, whew, just wait. You don't know the connections I have made. Anyway, yeah, let's be very careful of the hate in our hearts. I think it can get really ugly at times. Actually, before I transition this, I'm gonna stop this real quick. Hold on a second. Pause. Okay, I wanted to do a lighthearted video going into tomorrow, Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to have a video pre-filmed for tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be lighthearted. We'll see, won't we? Anyway, I put up on Instagram my opinion, or like, what do you guys wanted my opinions on? So I have not read these. I read like 2 or 3 of them. I'm just going to go through them and see what you guys asked me about. And I will let you guys know my very unpopular opinions about these people. Some of the people I don't really know. And I will tell you some of my opinions are going to be very unpopular. Okay. Some of you asked me about Addison Rae. Do you want to know what I know about Addison Rae? I know, who's the one that my husband keeps on listening to and I love her music? 5 o'clock and I'm still laying in. Is it Madison Beer? I think it's Madison Beer. I really like her music. My husband listens to all of her music in the car. Addison Rae, I don't know much, but I know I love you. No, I don't know Addison Rae. I don't know if I love her or not. Addison Rae, I don't really know anything about, except for that I just watched the horror movie Thanksgiving and she was in it. And I didn't even know that it was her until I was looking up the cast, because the one guy looked familiar to me, and then I found out that he was on School Spirits, and so Addison Rae was in it too. She was good in it. I liked that movie. If you're looking for a good horror movie, Thanksgiving, I loved it. It was like a return to I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original, from the late 90s. I thought it was good. Andy Cohen. Oh, honey. Andy Cohen. That man is fine. Well, we are such housewives people in this house. I mean, we love the housewives and stuff like that. Andy Cohen that man is fine. I love Andy Cohen. I love Anderson Cooper too. I mean, I think all the men that I find attractive, well, except for Jamie Dornan. Was I talking about that with The Fall? Andy, they all kind of look the same and are the same age. Andy Cohen, Anderson Cooper, Daniel Craig. Oh my God, that man. But Andy Cohen, I actually like Andy Cohen when he has a little bit of a beard and his hair is a little bit longer and stuff like that. But I also, I don't smoke pot. But, Andy Cohen would just be fun to hang out with. I think he'd just be somebody that would be, a fun friend to hang out with. I love Andy Cohen. I know there's all these rumors about blah, blah, blah. This is the thing. All these people want to talk about Andy Cohen made him do this and Andy Cohen made that. Andy Cohen is a millionaire 10 times over and an executive producer of like 15 shows. The man is not so stupid that he's going to get himself caught up in all these sideline games. He's just not. I mean, if it comes out, then I'll take that back and say Andy Cohen's a piece of shit, but I don't think he is. I love Andy Cohen. I do. And I love that Andy Cohen speaks his mind. Somebody asked me about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds as a couple. I haven't kept up with that Blake Lively. I will say this right now. That Justin Baldini and Blake Lively thing, I wish I had started covering that from the very beginning. I see people that cover that stuff all the time. I don't know really a whole lot about it. I know Justin Baldini, I watched Jane the Virgin. Blake Lively, my husband loves her from Gossip Girl. She's okay. I think she's beautiful. I think her and Ryan Reynolds are nice together. Don't they have like a huge home in Connecticut or something? I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know anything about that case to speak on that case at all. But I will say this, Colleen Hoover and her books are problematic as shit. I think it's so interesting that all this problematic shit came from a movie that was based on her book. Well, I don't know. Colleen Hoover's books are problematic. I don't like her books. I have friends of mine that absolutely love her books. So she's American. They always want to romanticize. Colleen Hoover's books. I've read Verity and I've read one other one. They romanticize toxic relationships. I don't like it. And she's just not my cup of tea. But anyway, that's what I think about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. No, Tati, no. Where is Gabriel Zamora these days? He needs to put that on a fucking t-shirt. He'd sell some money for that. Okay, Colin Farrell, especially with his... He's sober? Colin Farrell is another one. Oh, man. He is... Well, he's not... Not that this matters, I guess, 100%, but, like... He was some sex tape or something. I saw the picture. Somebody sent them to me years ago. Do you remember Colin Farrell? He's not packing or anything. I don't care, though. You know, like, I mean, it's whatever. He is cute. What was he in that? Oh, my God. That Banshees of Inisherin. He was so good in that movie. He was nominated for an Academy Award a couple years ago. I love Colin Farrell. I didn't know that he was sober. Congratulations to Colin Farrell. Congratulations to anybody. For anybody in early sobriety, well, I guess long-term sobriety too, but I don't really think about it much like that. But in early sobriety, your first holiday season is hard. If you are out there, I've been sober for almost, well, we don't borrow time in recovery, 30 years. If I make it to December 17th, 31 years. Just planned my night with my sponsor the other day. She's like, are we doing your birthday? I was like, yes, of course we are. But anyway, holiday season can be hard for anybody in early sobriety. Anybody in sobriety, anybody grieving, take care of yourselves during the holiday season. And it says something about his sons. I don't know anything about that. Trixie Mattel and Katya. I love me. Oh my God. I love me some Trixie Mattel and Katya. I love them so much. All the drama that happened today with the Mormon wives. So I am on episode 4, season 3 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And I think they're referring to the Jesse Demi thing. Okay, I think it's a fucking mess, is what I think. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't finished the season like me, because you got to kind of finish the season, and then all this stuff is coming outside. What I will tell you is this. I am real tired of housewives, especially sister wives, mom talk. Will survive this? I don't know. Will it? All this kind of stuff. That there's the show, and then there's really the reality show that goes on TikTok and Instagram. I'm watching the show because I want to see reality TV. More of the reality comes out on the Instagram, the TikTok, the Facebook groups. I'm so tired of that. Just show it in the show. Like, I don't want to have to keep up with 15 different things. And people will be like, well, it happened after. Then they shouldn't do a reunion like Sister Wives until the show's aired, is what they shouldn't do. Okay. Van Diesel, I don't think much about him. Andy Cohen already said Britney Spears, Beyonce. Okay, Beyonce, I think she's gorgeous. I think she's part of the Illuminati. Because why not Kelly Rowland or Michelle? I mean, I love Kelly Rowland all day long. I do. I think Beyonce, like, I know the gays are going to hate me for this. I know. She's an okay singer. Like, I like some of her songs. But I don't think she's like, to be honest, I mean, I heard her concert is just unbelievable. I would have loved to have seen that Cowboy Carter tour. I like Beyonce. I mean, I like her a lot. Would I pay $500 a ticket to see her? Oh, no, ma'am. Honey, the land. There's no way. I don't like Beyonce like that. I think the one thing about Beyonce, like, You know, the gays love their divas. I mean, a lot of us love their divas. You don't even have to be gay for that. The thing about Beyonce a little bit for me is that, like, the gays love their divas, like Jennifer Coolidge, that also kind of knows that they're being diva-ish. Like, even, like, Mariah Carey, like, even Mariah Carey's like, she knows like her being a diva is like, she is a diva, but it's almost kind of like a joke. Like it's almost kind of like a meme, a parody. Like Beyonce's not like that. Like Beyonce literally thinks she shit's gold, you know, like she does. And I'll be honest with you, there was like a couple songs in that Cowboy Carter album that I liked, but I didn't think it was all that. I really didn't. And her last couple albums have been like that for me. Do I think she's a good singer? I think she's a good singer. I don't think she's the greatest singer in the entire world. I mean, y'all listen to Patti LaBelle. I mean, Patti LaBelle, you know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I mean, live? No, I mean, she's not that. I don't. Sometimes I don't really get like if you had to ask me Beyonce, I know, God, I'm getting myself so screwed on this. But if somebody like said to me like Beyonce or Taylor Swift, oh, that's a no-brainer for me. I mean, Taylor Swift is a 10 times better performer, singer-songwriter than Beyonce is every day. But I think the diva-ish quality of Beyonce is I think she's a good singer. I love that XOXO song. But I think that like, or I Was Here. I love that song, I Was Here. And I don't think there's anybody else that could have sang it but Beyonce. But like when I think about like, could I sit and listen to like 2 hours of Beyonce? Oh no, honey, there's no way. She's just okay for me. People live and die for her. Britney Spears, can we just let that girl alone? Like seriously. Somebody showed this picture of her and she was out in Beverly Hills with some new man that she's dating. He's like young or something like that. Girl, get it. But anyway, Britney Spears, which fan do I want to use? You know, I don't, she kind of makes me sad a little bit. I don't know. Like, I saw this picture and she kind of like, it's just like she had like this sad shirt. I don't know. She kind of dresses like Robin Brown from Sister Wives a little bit. And she kind of like, she's kind of like somebody's eccentric aunt that shows up, you know, for Thanksgiving dinner. And you feel so kind of bad for her that you just give Aunt Susie all the leftovers. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I feel about Britney Spears. It's just like, I mean, she's Britney fucking Spears, man. You know what I mean? But it's like, I kind of feel sorry for her. And not just because of the obvious mental health stuff. Like, listen, this is how I feel about the mental health stuff. Okay, I worry about Britney Spears. She's not right. Okay, and anybody that wants to think that she's completely fine while she's swirling knives around on Instagram, the girl is not right. She just isn't. That being said, we got a lot of people that need mental health treatment in this country that cannot get affordable mental health treatment, let alone have this gal, okay, who's not even a girl anymore. I mean, she's 40-something, right? I think she's 40-something. I don't know how old she is. And she's in conservatorships and everybody's stealing money from her. Let her live her life, okay? If there are people out there that can't get affordable mental health treatment, that are forced to work 3 jobs and take care of their kids, I think Britney Spears is going to be just fine. Let's just let her live her life, okay? If she wants to date somebody a lot younger than her and show up and something that Robin Brown wouldn't be caught dead in and hang out with the Kardashians, let her be. Just let Britney Spears be. How old is Britney Spears? Now I want to see. Britney Spears, how old is she? She's 43 years old. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Let her be. Let's just let the gal be, okay? What else did somebody else ask? Let's go in here and see. Chriselle Stiles from Selling Sunset. I don't watch that show. I could not get into that show. I tried, and I don't care about Chriselle. Wasn't she on The Traitors? I don't care about Chriselle. I don't care about her at all. I can't remember. I don't know who that person is. Tom Hanks. This is where I feel like I'm being set up. Like, Tom Hanks just did something, and I don't know about it. And if I say I like Tom Hanks, he's okay. Kind of bores me a little bit if you don't know the truth. Like, what movie? Like, that's where I'm at with it, right? Like, Kim Z's from Real Housewives, baby. Don't be tardy to the party. Why are you asking me about Kim Zolciak and you're not asking me about Candy and Todd getting divorced? That broke my fucking heart. You know Candy's mom's got, or not, Candy's mom's got something to say about Todd. And anyone from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I love Mary. We haven't watched this week, but apparently they just like pile up on Meredith good. I like Whitney. Heather I like again. Meredith and Lisa are out for me. Lisa thinks she is somebody's god, and Meredith is so unhinged. Have you seen her DJing? Bronwyn I love. I love Bronwyn so much. And I have to tell you, I said this to my husband, we watched it the other night. I said, Brittany is really growing on me. I really kind of like Brittany. I feel like this is a thing we don't talk about with the housewives enough, like Brittany and like Katie from Orange County. Like, this is like their first or second season. Like, go back and look at Shannon Bedore or Tamra Judge on their second season. Like, they don't know how to navigate all that stuff with like talking to bloggers or how to act on camera. I mean, it's their second season, you know? Most of them were brought on as friends for their first season. Kim Zolciak, she cracks me up. I don't know. Like, they all kind of loved her on Atlanta, though they gave her passes for saying some shit that would not fly. I mean, I'm just telling you right now. Her wigs, though, baby, so bad to own her own wig line. Anyway, Soft White Underbelly channel. You know, anytime I mention them on here, people will say that they're super problematic. I don't know that they are. I've watched a couple of their videos on addicts, and I think the videos are really, really well done. Or people will say they take advantage of people's stories. I don't know about that. I watched their video that they did on Queen of Melrose. Thought that interview, I think that's who did it. Fantastic. I've watched a couple of their videos. I don't know. If you guys think they're problematic, let me know why in the comment section below. I can't really ever find out a whole lot about it. Carly Bible and Brett getting back together. I saw that all over, like, the Beauty Guru chatter on Reddit. People were talking about that. I don't know really much about their relationship. I haven't covered Carly Bible in years. I think she got a baby pig or something. I was talking about it recently in video. And people were like, don't come from Carly Bible has been, like, one of the least problematic people ever. Her and Nicole Guerrero back in the day, they stayed out of all kinds of problems. Britney Spears, Ariana Grande. Oh, this is so funny. So my friend Tawny Jean and I were talking last night because somebody in her family asked her for Ariana Grande tickets for Christmas. And I go, well, those wouldn't be that bad. It's not like Taylor Swift. And she goes, well, Wicked just came out. And I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that. I actually saw Ariana Grande. She performed with Zedd at Ultra Music Festival probably like 10 years ago. She was with Frankie and they were standing like 10 feet in front of us. She's real short. She's really, she had the little cat ears. This is back in that era. But she was being really, her and Frankie both were being super friendly to everybody around them. And people were coming up and asking to take a picture with her. And she was like real willing to do it. I like Ariana Grande. I like her music. There's a lot of her songs I like. I don't want to go see her in concert. I mean, it's hard to get me out of this house these days. Stevie Nicks got me out of the house. Shannon Rose. Somebody sent me something about Shannon Rose. Shannon Rose is the only person that has ever asked me, and I've said this, reach out to me and ask me, don't make no more videos about me, whatever. Today, I probably wouldn't do that. But back then, I mean, if somebody reached out to me today and said, don't make no more videos about me, I'd say, stop being problematic. You know? But Shannon Rose was the only person, and she asked very nicely back in the day. We had kind of a back and forth, and she said, I'm going through some shit. Please don't make any more videos about it. And I was like, okay, I don't need to make Shannon Rose videos. You know what I mean? Like, there's a million other people I can make videos about. And she was very respectful of that. I saw that she's being problematic about something. I don't know. I don't keep up with Shannon Rose. I wish her the best. That girl has had trouble after trouble online. I just think there's some people that maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to even get into that. I don't know nothing about Shannon Rose today to speak on it. That's what I'll say. I wish her the best. I wish Shannon Rose happiness. And I respect her for reaching out to me and not only asking me not to make videos about her, but to tell me, and this was like 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, but to tell me what was going on. I mean, she didn't just say, don't make no more videos about me. She told me what was going on with her, and I was like, yeah, I get it. Like, I get it at that time, right? Rylan Adams, I've never seen a deep dive on him. I don't think there probably is a deep dive on Rylan Adams. You know, I met him with Shane and Garrett and all them. And Andrew back in the day. He was real nice. He's super smart. This is what I will tell you about Rylan Adams. Rylan Adams gets it. Like, I remember, so we met him at the bar at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. The bar doesn't exist anymore, but it was the Bond bar. And we sat there for like 2 hours and talked to them. My husband had no idea who any of them were. My husband looked at Shane Dawson and was like, what do you do for a living? Rylan, like, laid on the floor the whole time that we were talking there. But, like, he would, like, Shane was asking me a lot of questions and stuff like that. You know, people ask me all the time, they're like, you met Shane, now you have a different opinion about him. My opinion about Shane Dawson kind of goes back and forth. And I think that's how opinions work. You know, like, I really looked up to the man at that time. Then I met him. I made a video about, he told me, he's like, go make a video about me if you want, about meeting me. I did. I was really excited about meeting him. They were very nice to come and meet me. They flipped fans. They bought fans to flip for me and everything like that. It was really a nice moment for me. I mean, I don't take back that moment. It was a cool moment. Meeting Trisha was a cool moment. All of that stuff. Meeting Amelia Fart, that was surreal. I loved that. You know, I mean, that was a moment in time for me. I then found out that Shane Dawson, weeks before that, had been talking a lot of shit about me to a lot of different people. That hurt my feelings. I think that would hurt a lot of... You looked at me face to face, asked me 1,000,001 questions, and you'd just been talking shit about me. I mean, I have voicemails of that where he was saying really hateful things about me. And what I realized was that's who Shane Dawson was. And over time, I started seeing that Shane Dawson was different than what he presented on camera. I don't know if that's who he is today. I think, in all honesty, like the cancellation, or his supposed cancellation, what he calls it, I really, you know, like we hear about a lot of these people that, like, I went through the worst time of my life with a cancellation, blah, 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 whatever. You know, I remember I made a video about Shane Dawson covering TanaCon and Tana Mojo, and I said he was way too easy on her. He was so upset with me about that. I'll never forget, he messaged me and he goes, people have been hard on me my entire career on YouTube, and here people are finally praising me for doing this video, and you got to take my moment away from me, something like that. He was so pissed about it. And I kind of pulled back. I was like, sorry I said anything, blah, 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 whatever. I wouldn't say that today. Today I'd say, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm not going to retract my statement. This is how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Unless I really saw some truth in it. He was just butthurt that I wasn't singing his praises like everybody else was, because at that time he was the golden child of YouTube. But a lot of people, like, get supposed cancellations. To me, a cancellation looks like you're working at Walmart and you can't afford your rent anymore. Okay, none of these people have had those kind of cancellations when you've got 2 homes and you make a video a month. Okay, like, that's not a cancellation. But I feel like, more than anybody that I have witnessed, Shane Dawson took his cancellation seriously. Even if when he came back, he started making jokes about it, I think that's because he wasn't okay with it. I think he probably did a deep dive on himself than most people that have cancellations. I think more than Colleen Ballinger, I think more than Jeffree Star, James Charles, none of those people really took a real look at themselves. I think Shane Dawson really did. I think he really, really did. I think he has stayed out of a lot of trouble since then. I don't think he interacts with the same people. And I'll be honest with you, I think Ryland is a huge part of that. When I met Ryland, Ryland is just a very genuine, real person. I think there was a period of time, couple years, where Shane Dawson got really caught up with the bullshit of the internet and online. I think it's easy to do, especially when you're on that level. I think Trisha was too, which is why I think she did a lot of the negative stuff that she did and trolled, and they were close friends at that time. I think that's why at that time he backed away from Trisha. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I think today the Shane that we see is a completely different Shane than we saw 5 years ago when he was canceled, or however long ago it was. I don't think he would act the same way today. And I think he and Ryland are married today, and they're fathers, and I respect him from keeping a lot of that offline. You know, people speculated, and I even wondered if he was going to show a lot of that online. He doesn't. Oh my God, this video is getting long. So, you know, I don't know. I think that he's somebody that actually took his cancellation to heart. I think he really does care about what other people think, and I don't think that that's always a bad thing. I think, you know, like, sometimes our reflection in other people's eyes, like, especially if it's people that we care about, you know, I think that, I don't, and this is the other thing, I don't know what was said behind closed doors with that situation, but I hung out with Ryland long enough to know that if Ryland felt like, I think Ryland's very much like my husband is. I think if he felt like Shane had fucked up, I think Ryland would say, Shane, you fucked up. I don't know that he would say it on camera, but I think he'd say behind closed doors, like, you need to clean this up. Like, that, Ryland's a straight shooter. I don't think there's a deep dive done on Ryland, because I don't think there's a deep dive needed to be done on Ryland. You know, do I have some issues with, like, he got Vlogger of the Year the same year that, I think that's all online politics. I don't hate him for it. I don't find him to be incredibly humorous. I actually think Ryland doing a podcast is better for him. I think if Ryland and Shane both, I think they think of themselves somewhat as comedians. When I think, like, when I see Shane doing videos where he's talking about very serious stuff, I tune in and I listen. Because I think he has something to say. I think he feels like he's lost that because of his cancellation. He just needs to pick it back up. I think Ryland, they are both very, very smart men. And when they have said things through the years, I, like, really listen to, you know? I think Shane just in his head can't distance away from this whole, like, cancellation thing, you know? And it's been enough time, and I think he's shown that he's changed. And I really do believe that he's changed. I really do that. More so than most people that I've seen go through cancellations. Let's see. People were asking me about Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Meghan Markle. I could care less about Meghan Markle. I think that is... People... Why are people so enthralled with her? Boring. Millie Bobby Brown. I mean, I am so excited for this final season of Stranger Things to come out, but are the kids like 35 at this point? I mean, she's married and has a baby. And she can be playing like 11 and she's 12 or something. I'm confused about it. Alex Earl, Lele Pons. Is there something going on with them? Okay, Lele Pons is at Ultra Music Festival every single year. I see her every year behind us. Alex Earl, my cousin Caroline was just asking me about this because she thought she was friends with Brianna Chicken Fry, and that's why she was on Dancing with the Stars. I didn't even connect it, okay? It's so weird to me. I didn't even connect it. But, and I'm gonna, oh, anyway. Alex Earl was behind us this year at Ultra Music Festival, and people kept on taking pictures. Like, they're like taking, at first I was like, are they taking, like, who is taking pictures of me? And I looked behind, and they were all taking pictures of this girl, and she was like, I didn't know who it was. And my husband was like, that's Alex Earl. And I'm like, because he watches TikToks, and I like, had no idea who she was. And then I went and I watched her TikToks that night, and she was like getting ultra ready and stuff like that, but I didn't know who she was. Elton John. I mean, is there I feel like this is where I'm being set up. Like, is there something wrong? J-Lo. I love J-Lo. Baby, she looks good. Don't even start with Miss J-Lo, okay? Take it to the... I just sent a video the other day. I shared this in my vlogging story about how my husband and I were hit on by a straight swinging couple. They were trying to kidnap us and everything a couple years ago in Mexico. But I, like, a little hidden obsession of mine, I think Pitbull is so hot. I do. I think Pitbull is so hot. Oh my God. Okay, Ariana Grande, Gigi Gorgeous. I mean, I've watched Gigi Gorgeous for so long. I don't watch her anymore. I saw, like, she showed up on, like, my Facebook. I don't follow her or anything, I don't think. Maybe I do. I don't know. If I do, it's from years and years and years ago. I know she got divorced recently. That's sad. I mean, I do feel sad for them, but I would love to see that divorce settlement, baby. Come on now. I mean, Gigi, I know, listen, happiness ends and stuff like that, but you might want to make it work. I kind of like that Nat Sketty a little bit, you know? Like, I don't know nothing about them anymore and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why they got divorced. I wish them both the best. What is going on here? Okay, hold on a second. But Gigi Gorgeous, like, something on Facebook showed up, and it's all these, like, aired out pictures, and I was like, what is going on here? And, like, I read the comments, and people were like, this don't even look like you. Like, what is going on? And it's like, from her, I don't know if she got PR people that are posting it, but anyway, is she still around? Do you remember when she made a video years ago that she had to, like, be honest with her audience that she smoked cigarettes? Oh my God! Jenna Marbles making a video apologizing to the fish community. I mean, those are the days I fucking miss, you know? Now we got people doing shit that can land you in prison, you know? And fucking Jenna Marbles. God, I missed the Jenna Marbles day. Oh my God. You know what? Somebody messaged me the other day. I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody said that Trisha was talking about Julian having to get off a live stream because their dog. I don't know if anything is... If there's news update on this, I just want to wish... I don't know. I think it's Marbles, Jenna Marbles. Anyway, whatever dog that missed or whatever. I love that little dog so much. I'm sending lots of love and light to Jenna and to Julian. And I love them as a couple. And to be honest with you, like, Jenna Marbles, like, we all want her back. I mean, let's just be honest. We all do. But we also want what's best for her. Like, I feel like Jenna Marbles is the shit's fucking creek of YouTube. Like, she knew when to end it. Like, she's like, I'm done. And I respect the fuck out of that about her, you know? And I also love that, like, Julian didn't feel like he needed to. You know what I mean? Like, he does his thing and she does her thing. Like, I love that about them. Like, they are, like, you talk about couple goals. Like, they are couple goals to me. I love her. She's always, like, she's been so successful because Jenna Marbles always did what she thought was right, you know? And, I mean, she's somebody I found very early on. And that Disney Princess video, I think, was, like, one of the very first videos I ever watched on YouTube. Just brilliant, genius, and I think just such a great person. I miss her, but I don't want her back because I want what's best for Jenna Marbles. And I think the one thing, the common denominator between everybody that loves Jenna Marbles is everybody wants what's best for Jenna Marbles, determined by her, right? Like, and I think that's such a cool thing. Gary Jerry. Oh my God, Gary Jerry from the Golden Bachelor. Did you hear that it came out that he tried to kill that wife that he married? Now they're divorced. Chappell Roan, love her. Oh my God, good luck, babe. I did not, you can go back and watch videos. I was like, I don't really know her. I haven't heard her music. I love some Chappell Roan now. I love her so much. Taylor Frankie Paul. Okay, let me tell you what I love about Taylor Frankie Paul. And I haven't finished the season, so she's like the main Mom Talk. Will Mom Talk ever survive this? She's like the main Mom Talk person. That was like a swinger and all this kind of stuff. I really like the other one too. What's her name? Madison, that swung with her, that she's on the show now. I really like her too. Whitney Levitt. She came out in an article that, like, I saw this article that came out, and she was talking about this sex toy thing that she did a sponsorship for a sex toy on her Instagram. Do you know I did a whole drama video about Whitney Levitt, who's on Dancing with the Stars, that did a non-disclosed sponsorship for a sex toy, got paid $20,000 on a non-disclosed sponsorship, and the company, Belesco or whatever, who does all these sponsorships now, co-signed it in the comment section of her video, and nobody seems to care about the fact that she just, anyway, nobody cares about sponsorships and non-disclosure and all that bullshit. I understand that. But anyway, Taylor Frankie Paul is the main one. I love her so much. Can I just tell you that every one of these girls on Mom Talk shows up with a $5,000 Louis Vuitton Chanel purse. Okay, I love all that. But Taylor Frankie Paul has the same fucking, I think it is like a Louis Vuitton purse, but it's like the same diaper bag every single scene when all these girls show up with a different purse. And I was telling my friend Tanya that, and she's like, because Taylor fucking don't care. I also love, and I know that maybe by the end of the season they get back together, and I know that he's kind of not a great guy, but I do love Dakota as a father. I don't know what happens with them. I don't know. I hope they work things out. I like Dakota and Taylor together. So anyway, that's what I think about Taylor Frankie Paul. This is going to stop. This is so long today. Hold on. Pose. Well, I didn't expect that I was going to do the intro about that bad person out there. Demi from Salt Lake, or Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. She's a shit star. She's problematic as hell. Trisha Paytas. You know what? I'm going to give my opinion on Trisha Paytas. I don't want anybody coming to me today, and the last time I talked about her for 2.2 seconds, somebody said, you're so it's basic. It's a simple response to say, I'm too hard or I'm too easy on Trisha Paytas. Come up with something new. Don't come up to me with allegations from 15 years ago about Trisha Paytas, okay? When you ask me about my opinion about somebody, I'm talking about my opinion on them today, okay? And so, what do I think about Trisha Paytas? I'm not getting into it today because I don't really want to get any more negativity about it is what I want. Actually, I would love your opinion on Matthew and Paul from TikTok book drama. I don't know who them people are. I never heard of them people. I don't know them, okay? And I'm not pulling a Mariah Carey. I really don't know them. Oh my God, HOA update. I can give you one in my vlog. Tony Danza, loved him in Taxi. Tony Danza from, what's that show? With that Danny Pintero that came out later and was gay. And what, Judith Light. What was that show called? Alyssa Milano was in it. Was that Tony Danza? Or who was that was on that show? Tony Danza, isn't he like real problematic or something now? Like, doesn't he come out and say all this kind of problematic shit? Jennifer Lopez, like I already said, people are asking me, Ariana Grande. I didn't even clock this until I was talking to Tanya last night. She's like, well, she just came out in Wicked. Jeffree Star. Let me just tell you something, okay? If I was in a bar and Jeffree Star walked in, and no, I am not afraid of these people. I would go up to him and say, I'd be like, hey, Jeffree, how are you? And you know what Jeffree would do? He'd be like, Peter, it's good to see you. That's exactly how it would go, okay? Because we're grown fucking adults. Unless there was a camera roll and then he wanted to, like, cause some kind of scene or whatever. If Jeffree Star walked in, okay, I would not even get up from my free peanuts to go over and see the man, okay? I am so bored with him. He is so boring. Jaclyn Hill, same. I wish her the best. I do, like, I don't know. You know, I think Jaclyn at this point in her life just wants to be married and have kids. I think she's so bored of the internet. I think she's got to put TikToks up. She's got to make a little bit of money here and there. I think she's made so much money through the years she really doesn't have to. You know, I don't love a lot that Jaclyn Hill has done. I don't love a lot of the people that she's involved herself with. I wish Jaclyn Hill the best. I really do. I think she's handled some business things inappropriately as far as not disclosing Amazon links. And I think some of the people that she hangs out with, I don't necessarily think Jaclyn Hill's a really bad person, though. I really don't. I wish her the best. Jet and Pookie from TikTok. Pookie? I don't know these people. Tori Spelling. Death of a Cheerleader. Baby, I'm about to watch that movie and cover on my movie channel, honey. My movie channel. Charlie Sheen couldn't make it through that documentary. Don't care. Candy and Todd's divorce. Somebody did ask me. Oh, it makes me so sad. Daniel Prada. Well, I talked about this the other day. Daniel Prada made this video 3 months ago. He cracks me the shit up. But not like because I think he's funny comedian stand-up. Because I think he's a joke, is what I think. He takes himself so fucking seriously, first of all. Like, everybody's waiting for, like, Daniel Prada. Like, what is Daniel Prada? Nobody cares what Daniel Prada has to say. I love that Connor Francis said, what did he say when when Daniel Prada said something about him being boring? If Connor Franta came out and said, if I'm boring, then you're irrelevant or whatever. I don't know. Baby, that shade was excellent, okay? Daniel Prada has never been anybody on his own. I do wonder if he's going to be like the executive producer of this Tubi movie that Joey Graceffa is doing, and I am going to watch that and cover it. I think it comes out tomorrow, actually. But Daniel Prada is so boring to me, and I don't know, like, he did this video on his YouTube channel. First of all, I hate when YouTubers come back and they're like, I'm so sorry that I've been gone for so long, but I missed you guys so much and I'm here and I'm committed. And then you don't make another video for 6 months. Oh, and that video is sponsorship, non-disclosed appropriately. So you literally just came back to pay your bills for 2 months because you got a big sponsorship off of the amount of subscribers that you have. But you don't even get any views because you don't say anything and all you ever talk about is rescuing dogs and shit you buy for your garden. I think it's nice. I think it's real nice that they do that. Oh no, I love a good garden, and baby, you know I'm all about rescuing dogs. I think that's nice. But maybe if you promise your audience that you're going to come right back, maybe not wait 3 months, you know? Traveling the world on that Drunk Elephant sponsorship. I see you out there, Daniel Prada. Are you talking to Colleen these days, or are you not talking to Colleen? Is she your best friend, or is she just a work friend these days? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, Amber Lynn Reid leaving YouTube. Somebody asked me about Olivia Culpo. Okay, so I have to tell you this story is funny. So, my mom's best friend her entire life, who was my mom's sorority sister, okay? And is my aunt, I call her my Aunt Susie. Her daughter and I are 7 days apart. So, Susie knows a lot of famous people, like just out of the blue, okay? So, one day Susie was visiting here in town, and she's like, well, would you consider yourself an influencer? She, like, understands what I do and stuff. And I was like, Susie, I hate that word. I think it's phony and stuff. She goes, well, I just wondered if you knew this friend of mine. And I'm like, who's your friend? And she's like, Olivia Culpo. I'd never heard that name before. I didn't know she was like, you know, pageants and social media influencer and all this kind of stuff. And I said, so I'm texting my husband. He goes, oh my God, his friend so-and-so is like obsessed with Olivia Culpo. And I go, Susie, how do you know Olivia Culpo? And she goes, oh, like, because, like, she knew, like, her assistant, and then she got to know her family really well, and then Susie's family, and then, like, her husband's family, and Susie's really big into, like, football, season tickets to the Broncos, and all that kind of stuff, goes to the Super Bowl every year, and went with, like, his family to the Super Bowl, and all this kind of stuff, like, she's friends with his mom, or something like that, I don't know. So then she was back here, so Susie sent me pictures of her with, like, Olivia Culpo, and I was like, she kind of looks familiar to me, and so then I sent him to Alex, and I sent him to Alex's friend. She's like, oh my God, I'm dying, blah, blah. Well, the last time that Susie was in town, she goes, you're Alex's friend, because she knows Alex real well, too. She was like, Alex's friend is going to die. And I said, why? And she across the table, we're having lunch at Brewburger. She was at Olivia Culpo's wedding. My Aunt Susie was. So I don't really know much about Olivia Culpo, but I thought that was kind of cool. She was there, or her niece was there. I can't remember, but she sent me all these pictures of her. So anyway, a lot of people are saying Olivia, or that Amber Lynn Reid. I actually saw Zachary Michael did some TikTok about, like, it wasn't a TikTok, it probably was, but an Instagram story of, like, Amber Lynn Reid, like, filling out an application because she got demonetized on YouTube. Is that true? I don't know nothing. I don't keep up with Amber Lynn Reid. I don't know who Wifey 2 is. I don't know none of this stuff. So, I don't know, but did she lose her channel? I don't know anything about that. Let's see. A lot of people are asking me about Ethan Klein. I haven't kept up with anything to do with Ethan Klein in over a year. I don't really know much about him. Taylor Frankie Paul, the cast of Secret Lives, Adam McIntyre. Oh, Adam McIntyre was just in Paris with his mom at Disney World. Oh my God. I can just imagine. My mom was not into amusement parks. Sinead, I love Adam McIntyre's mom. I said this in my video the other day. I'll say it over here. I would love to be best friends with Adam McIntyre's mom. She seems like so much fun to me. But I can just tell you right now, if I had called my mom and I said, Mom, we're going, if she was still alive, she passed in '08. But if I said, Mom, we're going to Paris, she'd be like, oh, we are. My mom would be thinking like Dior, Chanel, you know. And I'd be like, we're going to Disneyland. My mom would say, what? But I love people that love to go to Disneyland. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, please. I don't know anything about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. I could care less. I don't know anything about them. The SIP co-host, Lizzie, don't care about her either. I really don't. I know they're good friends. I think maybe you got to know when to pick a different host. Okay. Timothy Chalamet, don't really think anything about him. Tana Mojo, I haven't thought about her in a long time. Some people are asking me about Ricky Martin. Is something going on with Ricky Martin? I don't know about Ricky Martin anything. Jerry Garcia. Oh! Let's talk about, oh my God. Uncle John's band, by the light. Come on with me or go alone. He's come to take the children home. I know those are not the right lyrics. Anyway, if I hear this song, I can sing it after 40 years of listening to Grateful Dead. Oh, Jerry. Amanda Bynes. A girl. What is going on with Amanda Bynes? Okay, on the Facebook, honey, the land. This thing comes up for me the other day. I mean, I see little things of her all the time, but it says people that forgot that they're not famous anymore. What happened to her? People are worried about Britney Spears. Oh my God, I hope she is okay. I am so confused about Amanda Bynes. I don't even understand it. Kim Kardashian, don't care. Amber Lynn's demonetization. Is that true? Did that really happen? Tom Cruise. Okay, Tom Cruise was so good looking, and then I feel like there was a year where it just kind of like, he went from being, I know he's crazy. I know that he's one of them Scientology people. Okay, I know he's nuts. But he is good looking, or he was. But Tom Cruise went from being real good looking to like what happened to the man. Like literally in 6 months. And I believe it happened in the last Top Gun movie. It happened like during the filming of that. Okay, Ben Affleck. I don't know what I think about Ben Affleck. I'm living for it. Let me tell you about, I'm going to end it on this. Let me tell you about some Miss Miley Cyrus, okay? That JoJo Siwa will never be able to replicate. Because Miley Cyrus, whether she's lost her mind and she is losing it and doing drugs and following kitty cats on stage and things like that, or she's in her fashion model era like she is right now. First of all, the gal is an incredible singer. Now, I would pay to go see some Miley Cyrus in concert, okay? But more than that, whether she has been Hannah Montana, Cat Lady, or, you know, bouncing around stages, like or doing what she's doing now. The thing about Miley Cyrus is that you cannot replicate is authenticity. She has always been true to herself at that moment. If at that moment she was just an ordinary girl, Hannah Montana, that's who she was. If she was having a bunch of plushies on stage and she had her hair in little twisties and had psychedelic cats, that's who she was at that moment. She has always been who she was in that moment, and I live for that. Now, I do want to say before I get into this that the connection between the biggest hater in the entire world and me was mentioned in this video because somebody asked me about not the stalker, not the hater, but the connection. So the connection was revealed in this video. Anyway, I just want to put that out there for that person because they'll know. Anyway, let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.